The Hidden Workshop. Deep in the heart of an old, forgotten town, there was a narrow alleyway that few dared to enter. At the end of this alley stood a small, dusty shop with a sign that read, "Elliot's Workshop, Repairs of the Impossible." No one knew when it had been built, and no one had ever seen the owner. The shop was always dimly lit, and through the grimy windows, one could barely make out strange tools and half-finished contraptions. One rainy evening, a young woman named Clara stumbled upon the alley while seeking shelter from the storm. She had never noticed it before, despite living in the town for years. The sign intrigued her, and with curiosity overcoming caution, she pushed open the heavy wooden door. A bell chimed, echoing eerily in the silence. Inside, the air smelled of metal and oil, mixed with something else, something ancient. Strange mechanical parts were scattered across workbenches. Clocks without hands, gears spinning without being connected to anything, and peculiar devices that seemed to hum with a life of their own filled the room. "Can I help you?" a deep, calm voice asked. Clara turned to see an old man with sharp blue eyes and silver hair tied back neatly. He wore a long coat, and his hands, though aged, moved with the precision of a master craftsman. I didn't mean to intrude," Clara stammered. "I was just curious." Elliot, the shop's mysterious owner, studied her for a moment before nodding. "Curiosity is the fuel of discovery," he said. "Would you like to see something truly remarkable?" Clara hesitated, but then nodded. Elliot led her to the back of the shop, where an old clock stood against the wall. Unlike the others, this one had a single glowing hand, and the numbers on its face shifted constantly. "This is the Clock of Fate," Elliot explained. "It does not tell time, it tells possibilities." Clara frowned. "Possibilities?" Elliot reached out and turned the clock's single hand. As it moved, the air shimmered, and suddenly, the shop around them changed. The cluttered workbenches vanished, replaced by a bright, modern workspace filled with gleaming machinery. Clara gasped as she saw herself in the reflection of a polished metal panel. Her hair was longer, her clothes different. "You are seeing a version of your life that could have been," Elliot said softly. Clara turned to him. "This is another reality?" "A possible reality," he corrected. "Each choice we make shifts the course of our existence. This clock merely shows what might have been." Clara's mind spun with questions. Could she use the clock to change her past? Could she find a reality where things were better? Before she could ask, Elliot gently placed a hand on the clock and turned the hand back. The shimmering light faded, and the shop returned to normal. "This is not a tool to rewrite the past," he said, as if reading her thoughts. "It is a reminder that every moment matters." Clara nodded slowly, understanding the weight of his words.